Oh, hey, everybody. I'm super excited to have you for the supplements class tonight. This is a brand new class. It's our first time launching it. So it's brand new content, and it's always cool to hang out with you guys for a class release to do it the very, very first time. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm teaching out of the Game Plan Oils script book, which is this bad boy right here. There's 25 oils classes in one place. So if you're looking for a way to recharge your business, get everything fired up, get everybody fired up, get yourself fired up coming off of the pandemic. This is a great place to start because the content is new, it's exciting, it's fresh, it's stuff you probably have not heard most of it, and it's a great way to get your people engaged, whether they're your product users, your customers, or your brand partners. So we're going to be talking supplements tonight, and I get to launch a brand new PowerPoint. Tomorrow we'll go live for just a few minutes and we will talk about the mini and the supplements mini and how you can use this in a supplements class. And then on Thursday, we will just tear this class apart so you can get the most OGV out of all of the training, and we'll go through the workbook. So I hope that you're able to join me for all of them. The supplements class is super fun. Tonight, I'm going to be teaching out of the teacher's edition, which looks like this. And I like to do everything right in front of you guys. So I'm literally going to open up my binder. This is how much prep time I put into getting ready for these things. Open up my binder, pull out my script, and I'm going to teach right in front of you. This is the first time I've ever read the script in front of you, like out loud. So I'm going to do it for the first time. And show you how easy it is to be able to teach a class. So when I'm teaching, I will go to the website, oilabilityteam.com, and I will download the PowerPoint. We've gotten just about all of the PowerPoints loaded. I'm spending the entire week getting more and more media on each of those pages, so you guys have more ways to share with your teams. But if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, let me just show you. I'm going to do a quick screen share here. And we're just going to pop over to oilabilityteam.com, and I'll show you how easy it is to grab these things. You just go to the share button, you'll go to Game Plan Script Book, and here's the script book. And if you scroll down, you'll see all the classes. So far, we're on 111, and every single time I release a class, we release a whole media package, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So if you go to the kids class and say you want to download the kids class PowerPoint, you just go to the full PowerPoint download, and you go to full PowerPoint download. It'll take you to the download location, and you just click download, direct download, and it'll pop up down here and start downloading. And it takes 30 seconds, depending on how strong your internet connection is. You could literally walk into a Starbucks, be having a coffee, meet somebody, download the PowerPoint to your computer or to your tablet, and teach the whole thing right there on the spot. I just downloaded it, and welcome to the 105 Kids class. I'm so excited to have you. My name is Sarah. I've been using Young Living since 2014, and bam, your oil story, and it's off you go. So everything's right in front of you and very easy to use. That's what the classes look like. So tonight we're going to train on the supplements class, which I'm pretty stoked about. Let me put the slideshow. We'll be uploading this one probably tomorrow for you guys, so you have access to it. Hold on, let me make sure my computer doesn't crash. There we go. No, I don't want to upload it. There we go. We'll go to slideshow. It's going to let me modify it here. My PowerPoint is frozen. Let me do a stop share. I'm going to go over to my PowerPoint and see if I can figure out what's going on with it. It's not happy that I just open up another PowerPoint on top of it. Hold on one moment, guys. Okay. My PowerPoint has frozen on me. Try closing it and reopening it here. This was not because of anything that I just did. It's just because I just did the PowerPoint. So, whew. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, supplements. And we're off and running. Un momento, por favor, guys. Sorry. Well, you know what? You could take some time while I'm trying to figure out how to unfreeze my PowerPoint here. I think it's my computer that's wanting to crash on me. But we're just going to pray goodness. Why don't you guys take a second and pray over the supplements PowerPoint? Let me go grab my husband, who's the computer guru, and see if I can get him to unfreeze my computer. All right, y'all. It's you guys hanging out in my studio for 10 seconds. Sorry about that. I'm going to pop over and talk to you for just a moment. See if you understood how to download PowerPoints, how simple they are to get to them, and that you're able to find everything. Woo, we got a lot of people on tonight. And I'm praying for you. Love supplements. Thank you, guys. Helen says it's a great class. Hubby to the rescue. Carolyn, it totally is. Let's see if he can get it unfrozen. Usually just when he walks in the room, it starts working. Hang out in my studio for 10 seconds. It's got my. Sorry about that. I'm going to close over and talk to you for just a moment. Let me close this. There we go. All right. So I'm trying to get my supplements PowerPoint to click, but when I click on it, it's frozen. Okay. I got it up, but I don't want to close it because I'm not sure I saved it. I think I saved it. But that was the PowerPoint that I put together this afternoon.
Okay, well, I mean.
Hey guys, that's John Harnish, super famous, amazing diamond behind the scenes who does all of the tech things and makes all the things work. And all of that. That was me trying to open the supplements PowerPoint again, but when I opened it, it didn't have it like saved. So.
The only thing I would do is close it.
Okay, well, I tried closing it, but then it wouldn't close either. I tried closing it and reopening it. That's always, usually what John tells me to do is to reboot it. Oh, now he just clicked a different close button that I didn't see before.
Which one is it?
Supplements, yeah.
Supplement slides final.
Yay! There it is. He got it to move, guys. Look at that, 30 seconds with the Harn and everything is working. I know, you stink.
I just closed it.
But I closed it too. I clicked the X and the X didn't want to close. You guys know about that, right? You know that when you have spouses and they're really good at things, that they are very good at getting them to work, and you're not, and you don't even have to do, you can do the exact same action, but the minute that they do it, the thing works, and when you do it, it doesn't work, right? There's my Harn, there's the Harn. So thank you for putting up with him, guys. We're going to jump right into the PowerPoint. Let me do another screen share here. I was wondering what's happening as my screen was blank. Yeah, what was going on is we're trying to figure out why my PowerPoint froze. I did a test on it right before I went on. It's not any problems with the PowerPoint. It was the problem with my computer. All right, so we're going to do, if you want to do a PowerPoint, all you're going to do is get on Zoom. You're going to click share your screen, and you'll have the PowerPoint on your computer, and it will allow you to share your screen. So I'm going to go to slideshow from beginning, and now we have it in full presentation mode, and you guys will be able to learn right along with me. So this is the 111 supplements class. Each of the classes follows the exact same format. They're pretty easy to follow. So on the inside cover, I have another story of Gary Young, and it's told by the Diamonds, not by me. These are all their stories that I've collected. Gives you a read time. This class is 45 minutes. So with the videos, we'll probably be right at 45 minutes. And then at the end, there's an apply it section that just gives you some ideas on how to utilize some of the content. So say it's a brand new person who's just using oils for the first time. They don't really know what they're doing. And you could say, hey, I recommend that you get these 3 products and you start with this 1 action step. So it's not information overload. So we're going to begin with remembering Gary Young. And this is a story from Carol Howden out of Canada, who's a Royal Crown Diamond, a precious friend. Her son, oh, he would love that I said that. Her husband, Ben, they're just really gifted, really gifted entrepreneurs. Both of them have helped to get the Northern Lights Black Spruce Farm started. And so Ben put many hours right alongside Gary Young at the Northern Lights Farm, which is in Fort Nelson, Canada. That's actually in the Arctic Circle. So it's freezing up there, and they had to get that farm up and running so that they could get Valor back for us when it had gone out of stock a few years ago. So I'm going to share Carol's memory with you, and I open each of these classes with stories of Gary because I want us to remember Gary, and I want you guys to remember Gary from the people that knew Gary, not just from stuff we read on the internet, but actual, real, tangible things. So this is Carol's story. She says, Ben and I would love to share one unforgettable story of working with Gary building the Northern Lights farm. There are many, yet this one stays riveted in our minds. Day in and day out, week after week, in the cold and adverse conditions of the North, Gary works side by side with the crew. It represents challenges that often can't be understood, like the day that they took extensive measures to bury and position a water storage tank underground, arriving at work the next morning to find that the earth had pushed it out and the tank was sitting on top of the earth. This and many other challenges presented themselves, weather, legalities, and more legalities, just too many to mention. One morning at minus 24 degrees Celsius, guys, that's not Fahrenheit. Equipment was breaking, fingers and noses freezing, including Gary's. And Ben said to Gary, hurting for Gary, seeing him working so hard and the conditions so harsh, Gary, why don't we go home and come back in a few months when the weather is warmer? Gary slowly turned to Ben and with a tear running down his cheek and freezing before it could even drip on his collar, said, Ben, you can go home, but I'm staying. You don't have 100 calls a day of people asking for valor, but I do. I'm staying. Our members need these oils. And he turned and he went back to work. Needless to say, everyone stayed and everyone dedicated their days to completion of the project. This was a defining moment for all of us and changed our perspective forever. Commitment truly removes all other options. Prayers, Ben and Carol Howden. So that's one of the reasons that we have Valor as we have it today, is because of their hard work on the farm. So with that said, let's jump right into the supplements class. And I'll give you just a little teaser from last week. If you missed the gut health class, you want to go back and go grab that. It's all up on my website. So you can just go to oilabilityteam.com, click on share the script book, and you'll see the gut health class there. But I'll tell you, after I did all that repair to my gut that we talked about last week, and it was over a period of several years, like 12 years, with the GAPS diet, I found that I still had low energy. And it may have been from years of adrenal fatigue, 4 a.m. shifts, a special needs son, 5 homeschool kids, or my own choices to overfill my plate. I am a type A personality. But I can tell you this, supplements were the game changer for me. They were the missing piece. I had cut the chemicals out of my home. I made radical diet changes that protected my whole family. But supplements, that one specific thing was the missing link for me. So if you're an I get all my need from my food person, that's putting a lot of pressure on you in the kitchen to make sure that you're getting every single nutrient out of everything that you prepare. If you're a I hate taking pills person, the pills may be the one health piece still missing in your life because it's impossible to eat perfectly. So let me make a case for why supplements are something that need to be in your family budget every single month. So this is just a place in the PowerPoint where you can share your own personal story. I really believe in your own stories. If you don't have a story and you want to share my stories are always in italics. So you can skip the italic stuff when you're reading a script and share your own things and insert your own team stories. I mean, a lot of your stories are way better than the stories that I put in here. So there's always a place in the PowerPoint for you to add and subtract things and add your own slides in. And I don't want you to ever feel like you have to read verbatim what I have put down here, but it is a stepping stone for you if you feel like you don't have a place to start communicating on a certain topic. So how do you take care of you? You are the person watching out for everybody in the family and making sure that they do it all, but you got to make sure you're okay before you can make sure that they're okay. And in reality, it means sometimes that you get shorted and you're not the one that's cared for, and everybody gets shorted as you crash. The goal of the script book is holistic health. Young living is a lifestyle. So this book is an idea generator for all things lifestyle. Yes, there's 25 scripts, 23 of them are oils only, and 2 of them are gut health and supplements, which is oils and gut health, right? So most of this book is just learning, playing, experimenting, horsing around all the stuff that Gary created, but it really is a lifestyle. And so in this class, we're going to talk supplements, and we're going to talk about taking care of you, and then we'll talk about supplements for the whole family. So there's 3 things that I do daily for a physical, spiritual, mental reset. Number 1, I pray. And I read the Bible, I read the word. If you are having a really rough week, can I just challenge you to just open the Bible and just start somewhere? Because even just reading those stories is just a source of hope. When I read through like Esther and what happened to her, or I read through the Proverbs 31 woman, or I read through some of the things in Romans. Romans is my personal favorite book of the Bible. So just reading through some of those books, it just gives you hope. Psalms gives you such hope. Even reading Job and all the stuff that Job went through, at the end, you look at how God restored him. He's just a God of restoration. So if you're in a place where you're just really broken and you cannot even think, you're so emotionally defunct, just pray, worship, read scripture. Those are good things that get my eyes off of myself and onto my Lord and Savior. Work out, even just walking 30 minutes daily. It's a game changer. And the third thing is take supplements. So sometimes I'll take a good nap too and get some sunshine outside. But if the day gets too busy and I get behind in my self-care world, the three things on the list above are my staples. So admittedly, some days it's not a 30-minute walk, but I will feel it the next day and I jump back into the routine. I know that when I'm faithful with this list, I notice a huge change in how I treat people around me, how I feel, how I manage stress, my energy levels, inflammation, and how I function overall. So praying. Praying is between you and the Lord, and it's the same with scripture. But if it's been a while and you need a starting place, I love the YouVersion Bible app. It's used by 445 million people. That's 1 in every 20 people on the earth have this app on their cell phone. So there's thousands of free devotions, videos, daily readings, and groups where you can read together. It's also free, which is never a bad thing. What about working out? Well, working out is straightforwardly just what you're able to take on. So for the purpose of this lecture on supplements, I'll just give you a quick tease of it and then I'll move on. Some of you guys are going to be avid runners and you're logging 50 plus miles a week. I mean, shoot, my aunt runs a marathon almost every day. She's out. She's like, I just swam 10 miles today and ran 26. I'm like, what? And she's 20 years older than me. So I'm like, oh man. Some of you guys might be hard pressed to fit a 5-minute workout in on the TV. You got 2 kids upstairs, you got a newborn baby, you're nursing around the clock. Hey, that's okay. This is a no judgment zone. Everybody's got to have a starting place. When my husband started working out, he could barely walk to the end of the street and back. It was maybe 50 yards. Now we walk 4 miles together every single day. And I stressed out my sciatic nerve. So the last 2 days I've been in bed. I haven't been walking very much because I've had so much inflammation around it. So I hit it hardcore with our turmeric supplement. Huge change with a couple of doses of turmeric. I'm doing great today. But John got up anyway at 8 o'clock this morning and we went out and he got us 4 miles in because he's just that creature of routine. Right. So, but when he started, he couldn't even walk to the end of the street outside of our house. So everybody's got to have a starting place. And if you haven't started, let me give you a couple of reasons why you should, no matter what health issues or life dilemmas are holding you back from a few minutes of self-care. And I mean that. If you have 5 minutes a day in you, then give 5 minutes a day. That's fine. So I've always been a big advocate of at least a 30-minute walk daily. I'm not talking lifting weights, gym membership, Peloton, $2,000 bikes. I'm talking about 30 minutes of walking. Here's why. Walking will improve your mood. Research shows regular walking modifies your nervous system so much that you experience a decrease in anger and hostility. The next thing, movement helps you lose weight. If you have a goal of 10,000 steps a day, it helps increase the body's response to insulin and it reduces belly fat significantly. Next thing, walking can reduce your risk of chronic disease. It can reduce your risk of stroke by 40%. I'm talking a walk, guys. A walk, not bodybuilding. 30% decrease of heart disease, 75% for some types of cancer like breast cancer, 75% decrease in breast cancer for people who walk 30 minutes a day. My 94-year-old grandparents still get out and they walk for 30 minutes. They do about a mile just around the block. They're pretty slow. So it can lower your blood sugar levels and overall risk for diabetes. It can delay the onset of varicose veins. So as you age, the venous system becomes known as the second heart. It is trying to push blood up from your feet. Walking eases swelling in the legs, and it can delay the onset of new varicose veins. You can improve your digestion and your bowel function, and other goals will seem more reachable. Walking can also alleviate joint pain. A study in the Journal of American Geriatric Society showed that adults between the ages of 70 and 90 who left the house and were physically active lived longer than those who didn't. And you'll sleep better at night. So it's amazing what a deliberate but short walk can do for you daily. If I could list just a handful of things that I know will make a huge difference in how you feel, like huge, I mean, night and day difference. Cut sugar, gluten, and dairy. Get on 2 ounces of Ningxia every single day. Pray, read scripture, or take time, just quiet time with the Lord. Get a 30-minute walk in and start supplements. Like those 5 things are like the things. I mean, and even if you only do gluten and you only walk 10 minutes a day, like you're still going to see differences just with those things. But I have done hundreds of things for my health in the last 20 years, trying to get rid of the migraines, trying to lose weight, trying to lose baby fat from each of my kids. Those 5 things every single time lead to results for me, like every single time I'm consistent. So I wanted to put them in this book because I know that they've been life-changing for me. And it seems stupid. It's like, well, I got all these health issues. How could those possibly make a difference? It's stunning. It's just consistency. It's consistency with those things. So now let's talk about the third piece of the puzzle, and that's supplements. And that's what this whole class is about. So I just took 8 minutes, kind of gave you my story, my background, a little bit of the things that I do, especially when my emotional health is bad. Man, I'm telling you, praying in that walk and a supplement or two, it's just like game changer with how I talk to the people around me. So if you're snippy with the people around you, start doing some of the stuff. Get the YouVersion Bible app on your phone. Start reading through the Bible over the course of a year or 2 years. Get that walking every single day, even if it's just over your lunch. Add Ningxia and maybe enzymes in. Like, just pick a starting place and stick with it and do it, because it will change you. It'll change you literally from the inside out. So the third piece of the puzzle, supplements. Supplements are a pretty common thing. I mean, you can see them lining the shelves at Walmart by the hundreds, but they're rarely found in family budgets. There's a belief system that supplements aren't needed and that you can get all the nutrients that you need directly from your food. I'm going to debunk that right now and dive right into the world of supplements. Actually, I just talked to my 22-year-old son about this, because literally like yesterday, because he's like, I'm not a supplements person, Mom. I really don't think I need it, but he's got like 30 health issues going on right now. And I'm like, well, you can believe me or you cannot believe me. Like, either try it and see how you feel or don't. So in this class, I'm just going to focus on 4 supplements that I consider to be daily staples based on the greatest needs of the human body, as well as 2 other recommendations beyond that. So we'll talk about sourcing, what the supplements do, how the body absorbs them. I would challenge you to pick just 1 or 2 supplements a month and then start adding them into your routine and see how you feel. I'll even hit on kids supplements just a little bit, because usually parents order for themselves first and the kids don't even make the list. But you can set the stage for a lifetime of good gut health the earlier you start supplementation for your children. So it's kind of weird. With everything else, we think of them first. Like, they get the clothes first, they get the activities first, the downtime with their friends first. Like, kids get to church first, you get them to their youth groups before you get into a Bible study. But when it comes to supplements, we think of ourselves and forget our kids. So we're like, I don't really need to get that into the budget, but I'm going to tell you why it is important to get it in. So let's start by making a case for supplements. Can't you just get what you need from your food? No, not anymore. The food that the Lord created when he made this earth is not the food that's being grown here now. Food is damaged after being repeatedly grown in the same soil depleted land and sprayed with pesticides and fertilizers. Scientists are breeding new varieties of crops to grow faster and resist bugs. And the plants don't have the time that they need to absorb the same nutrients. The soil loses its vitamins, minerals, and microbes faster than they can be replaced. And that's only if they're using good seeds. Many of the seeds now are made with genetically modified seeds. Almost 80% of all the corn grown in the United States is made with GMO seeds. And that affects any products containing corn, like corn syrup, right? All of the things with corn. We have no idea what that does to the human body or to DNA. So let's talk nutrients. That's why you need to eat good things, right? I mean, I'm with you guys. I'd rather eat barbecue brisket than a salad, but I know that the salad has good things in it that I won't get elsewhere. Or does it? Akushi Institute analysis of nutrient data from 1975 to 1997, so just 22 years, found average calcium levels in 12 fresh vegetables dropped 27%. Iron levels, 30%. Vitamin C, 30%. Potassium lost 14%. You would have to eat 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamin A that your grandparents got. That data is from a really reputable journal, Scientific American. Young Living founder Gary Young had a standard for growing the plants. The first edition of the Essential Oils Desk Reference, we're going back over 25 years here. Gary says, quote, "The key to preserving therapeutic oil is to preserve as many of the delicate aromatic compounds as possible. Fragile aromatic compounds are easily destroyed by high temperature and pressure, as well as contact with chemically reactive metals, such as copper or aluminum. And that's why all of our oils are distilled in stainless steel cooking chambers at low pressure and low temperature. The plant materials should be grown on virgin land, free of pesticides, herbicides, and other agrochemicals. These can react with the essential oil during distillation to produce toxic chemicals and toxic compounds. No matter how costly pure essential oils must be, there can be no substitutes." That's from Life Science Publishing. They call themselves now Life Plus Science Publishing. So oils are in Young Living supplements. Knowing where they're sourced and how they're grown is critical to understanding why Young Living supplements are different than the supplements in the grocery store. Young Living products are authentic and they're held to the seed to seal premium standards. So maybe you can't get what you want from a plant, but you can from meat. I want to pause here for a second because I'm not sure if I put this in the PowerPoint, but I want to make sure that we include it. We talk about peppermint. I give you the little Ningxia video. Yeah, I'm going to throw in this little thing right here because I want to show you what authenticity looks like. I'm going to move this slide around so that we've got it right in this point, but this is from the 25th anniversary, but I just want to show you the length that Young Living goes to make sure that your oils are pure. Watch this.
We would like to sustain as much as we can that natural beauty and the longevity and continuation of the land. So that's our vision, is just to continue to really appreciate and enjoy what we've got here and to make it last for generations to come.
I believe that agriculture can be part of the solutions for the future.
They were used to produce industrial products here, and all that counted was the cost. We had to change the mentality. Now they are very thankful for what we have done because they could save this mountain area that would have totally disappeared without Gary.
If you hurt the land and the land no longer produces, you don't survive. They truly believe that if they take care of the land automatically will take care of you. And you cannot break that cycle, because if that cycle is broken, it not only affects you personally, affects everything.
You know, I like to help those farmers who are helping themselves. I want to teach them, no, this is how you have to take care of your environment, because your environment will also take care of you. Then everything will be all right.
This work for me is my life. Every day I say thanks to my grandfather, to my father. And I try to come on the fields every day. It's a beautiful world.
If you love nature, you're not going to do things to tear it down. So 25 years of stewardship, just a little bit about Young Living and the lengths that they go to make sure that you have the purest products possible on the face of the earth. And so when we are infusing our oils with, with those kinds of, products that are grown in that way, then it makes all the difference in the world, all the difference in the world. I mean, how you source your stuff absolutely matters. All right, let me go to slideshow. We're going to go back to where we were just a minute ago. All right, so maybe you can't get enough from a plant, but you can from meat, right? Maybe you can get enough from meat. No, when plants contain fewer nutrients, the animals that eat them are also malnourished. A study from the Journal of Nutrition and Health found that copper levels in the UK are down 90% in dairy, 55% in meat, and 76% in vegetables. Water, how about we start with water then? And we'll get everything we need from water, right? Well, water's depleted of minerals because of the plants and modern production methods. And then there are town filtration systems to factor in. Many of them remove important minerals like magnesium, which is essential for 300 biochemical reactions in the body. In addition to that, they use chlorine and fluoride to sanitize the public drinking water. Both of these things wreak havoc in your gut and your hormones, and they damage the enamel on your teeth. 30 Canadian municipalities have banned fluoride in the water, including Waterloo and Calgary. Only 4 European countries back fluoride on a national scale. Germany, the Netherlands, and Sweden have purposely discontinued it, saying it is not safe, having fluoride in the water. So to top it all off is, of course, soil, chemical sprays, nutrient depleted meat, and poisoned water aren't enough working against you. Nutrient absorption declines with age. So the older that we get, the less nutrition we are absorbing. By the time you're 40, you're absorbing a fraction of what you were at age 20. Nutrient deficiencies hurt your performance. They cause DNA damage. They make you age faster, and they cause chronic disease. So what do? We supplement. Right? We have to supplement. Do you often feel tired, or do you feel like you can't shake a feeling of brain fog or malaise? Do you seem to never feel rested or get enough sleep? Do you find yourself with skin issues, weight issues, hormone issues, sleep issues, unexplained pain or swelling? If you're answering yes, then you need to supplement. There's something that your body is missing. Did you know that you can trace some of that back to nutritional deficiencies? Well, now that I've scared the tar out of you, we're going to fix it. Supplements are not about curing disease. They are about supporting the body so it can do what it was created to do. Your body knows how to heal itself. You just got to make sure that it's got the right tools like antioxidants and probiotics that it needs to be strong enough to fight. So there's a couple of different types of supplements out there, and you can use them to detox your system and clean everything out. You can use them for targeted support, like liver support or support for handling the day-to-day grind. We talked about stress and how you process those around you. My goal is to help you feel good. I know that I felt good when I made a few changes to what I was taking each day. So let me give you my Powerhouse 4. They're right up here on the screen right now. These are the core supplements that are foundational for your body to be a well-oiled machine. My goal is not to overwhelm you. I just want to give you a place to start. So if you can start with one of these 4, that's great. And then maybe you can do 2 of them, or you can do 3 of them. That's wonderful. So do what you think you can handle until you get into a routine. I would not start more than 1 new supplement a month though, because you want to watch changes to your body and document how you feel. So if you add too much at one time, you're going to have a hard time pinpointing which thing is causing the change. So these are my top 4: Essential Zyme 4, Omega Guys, Life 9, and Ningxia. To define them with a single word, we've got nutrients, so that's what enzymes are. We've got communication, that's Omega Guys. We've got defense, that's Life 9, that's building up your good gut soldiers, your gut population, and antioxidants. So Essential Zyme is about breaking down what you are eating so that your body can pull the most out of it. If a piece of food goes through your gut without being broken down, you're not getting the nutrients. Omega Guys keeps everything oiled and working well. It's the grease for your body. It helps everything communicate. Life 9, probiotics. So do you need immune support? Well, start here. Most of gut health, it stems from 2 things. Not putting enough, so the issues in your gut stem from 2 things: not putting enough good things in, and taking antibiotics that kill all of the good soldiers that you have left to fight. So Life 9 will repopulate those good soldiers. And then Ningxia, antioxidants. So antioxidants fight free radicals that wreak havoc in the body. Ningxia wipes those cell doors clean so that cells can receive the right information. Also, it has every amino acid that you need in a span of 24 hours. Every single one, over 16 amino acids in Ningxia. So 3 other supplements that I recommend are Pure Protein Complete, Master Formula, and Multigreen, which used to be called Vitagreen. Vitagreen was actually Gary's very first supplement, and it's arguably one of the most powerful for the human body in terms of nutrients. So we'll get to those later in addition to the top kids supplements. But first, let's talk about these 4 in close detail. So Essential Zyme 4. Enzymes do a lot of things. In fact, they do so many things that the next class is all about enzymes. And I know I say this every class, but I really think the enzymes class is my favorite class in the whole book. It's like tied with blending. Those 2 are my favorite new ones to write. I really enjoy those 2. So enzymes do a lot of things. So in a nutshell, you are what you eat, unless you don't break it down. So if you don't break it down, you're not getting any of the nutrients. That's one of the large functions of an enzyme. What is the point of eating a salad if you can't break down the spinach? Just eat the M&Ms. I mean, if you're not breaking it down, it doesn't matter, right? So Essential Zyme 4 contains half a dozen enzymes and a number of essential oils like cumin, ginger, rosemary, lemongrass, peppermint, tarragon, clove, fennel. It contains, all right, let's see if I can say this right, pancreolipase, which contains enzymes, so lipase, protease, and amylase. It supports the breakdown of fats, proteins, and starch. Did you hear that? It supports the breakdowns of fats. So trypsin is also inside Essential Zyme 4. That's an amino acid that helps convert carbohydrates into energy. Peppermint, fennel, and tarragon promote healthy intestinal function and provide gastrointestinal comfort. So I take 2 of these before I go to bed at night, especially if I've had a lot of protein during the day. You can also take them within a half an hour of any of your meals, either before or after your meals. Did you know Young Living actually has 4 enzymes? And we're going to train on all 4 of them next Tuesday. So that's not a class that you want to miss. It is such a good class on enzymes. Okay, the next supplement is Omega Guys. Omega Guys is a good sort of fatty acids. Sarah, why do I want anything with fat in my body? All right, I'll tell you why you want fat in your body. Omega-6s and 3s play crucial roles in your body. They allow you to grow. So if you're really short, it's possible you didn't have enough omegas when you were hitting your growth spurts. They help with brain function, skin health, hair growth, metabolism, so getting rid of that fat that you just keep trying and trying and trying to get rid of and it's not going anywhere. They support joint health. They support eye health. The fish oil in Omega Guys is harvested from cold water fish like anchovy, mackerel, or sardine, which have a higher number of omegas. That means that you can say you eat anchovies every day without actually eating them. This is the only omega-3 supplement infused with oils. So you also get the benefit of German chamomile, which supports the body's natural response to irritation and injury, clove for immune support, and spearmint, which can relieve digestive symptoms. The purpose of Omega Guys is communication. It helps support the mucosal lining of your organs. So when everything is greased up, it talks to itself better. Have you ever had your teenager not answer the phone? That is irritating. So your neurons and your electricity in your body work really well when they're greased on the inside. Omega Guys is like anchovies without the anchovy texture. A little bit more about omegas. Omega-3. So omega-3 fatty acids contain linolenic acid, ALA, which is an 18-carbon fatty acid that can be converted into EPA and DHA. Those are two other types of acids. They are used for the body for energy. EPA and DHA are two fatty acids that more than 90% of Americans are deficient in. Omega-3 fats are a crucial part of human cell membranes. They also support heart health and mental health. They support infant brain development, including visual and neurological development. Omega-3 fats support the brain. It's been found that those who eat more fish tend to have a slower decline in brain function during aging. Some studies show that omegas can improve mental skills like thinking, remembering, and learning. They can also be calming for kids with hyperactivity. Additionally, they help you absorb minerals. So, if you're facing any of that stuff, your kid's like bouncing off the walls, try some omegas. Omega-6s, which are also in Omega Guys, those fatty acids are primarily used for energy. So maybe you're taking Super B and you're not noticing a huge difference in your energy levels. You could be omega deficient. Start there first. They assist with supporting the immune system and blood clotting. They also help with stiffness in your joints. So cross your 40s, having a hard time getting out of bed, feeling very stiff in the morning. You sit down for a little while and you stand up and you can't stand as quick as you could before. You could be omega deficient. So add some omegas. Omega-9, so omega-9 fatty acids help you process sugar. Additionally, they help you increase good cholesterol and decrease bad cholesterol. They help prevent heart attacks and strokes by getting rid of plaque buildup in the arteries. And then Life9. So before we go to Life9, I always try to pick one oil and train you a little bit about it in each of these classes. And peppermint is inside Omega Guys. So let's watch 60 seconds of what peppermint does for the body. Oh, there's your gut. It starts with your mouth and ends with your butthole. We talked about that in the last class. It's a little gut health class joke. There you go, right? So the last supplement, second to last supplement we're going to talk about is Life9. We're going to talk probiotics. It all starts in the gut. So far we've done enzymes, omegas, now probiotics. So one hormone, serotonin, regulates over 300 functions in the human body, and 90% of it is made in the gut. If you have a healthy gut, you got a healthy body. So the best way to do that is reinforce your soldiers. Life9 contains 9 strains of bacteria and 17 billion live cultures. So probiotics will promote healthy digestion, support gut health, and help maintain normal intestinal function and your immune system. Probiotics support your heart. They also work to reduce the severity of certain allergies and skin issues. They assist with digestion. They provide immune support as well as support a healthy weight. Probiotics are good for your mental health. There's a lot of science to support this. So my favorite time to take a probiotic is right before bed, because it works all night long. Your body shuts down, it starts doing repair work. That's when you want your soldiers on guard. So your body does the bulk of its fixing while you're asleep. Life 9 is specially designed with time release capsules so that you get it when you need it. Probiotics are one of the most important things that you can do for full system support. All right, Ningxia, here we go. This is the last supplement of the 4 that we're going to cover for this class. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. We got a ton of people on tonight. So if frankincense is the king of oils, then Ningxia is the king of supplements. If you aren't sure where to start here. So 1 ounce of Ningxia red is equal to 2 pounds of wolfberries. Those are the wolfberries, the berries that make the juice. That's highly concentrated juice. There are 7 reasons why Ningxia is so amazing for your body. So this is just a little paragraph out of the Ningxia class. We have a whole class in the script book just on Ningxia, but this is a smidge of it. So number 1, reason 1 of 7 why they're good for your body, antioxidants. This is because you're concentrating the goodness from the berry. Ningxia has an antioxidant count or an ORAC score of 27,300. The next highest food on the planet, the blueberry, has around 3,000. Reason number 2 that Ningxia is good for the body is because of what it does to the gut, converting acid to alkaline. So when you can keep your pH neutral, you inhibit the growth of things that you don't want in your body. Wolfberry goes into the stomach and it starts to break down as an acid, but immediately it converts back to alkaline. And there's only one other food on the whole planet that does that, and that would be lemons. Before we go to reason number 3, let's practice pronouncing Ningxia. This is a silly little video that Young Living put out just to make you giggle.
Oh.
Do I get a hint?
You know what it is?
No. That sounds like ninja.
Ninja.
Ninja?
Ninja.
Is that right? Ninja. Are you sure?
Ningxia.
Are you sure? I don't think you say it that way. It says, are you sure? So reason number 3 that it's so good is you have to have constant exposure to free radicals in the air, the stuff that you eat, you have constant exposure. So those are army guys on the wrong side of the team. Those are the bad things. So you don't want those in your body, those free radicals. You outnumber the army with antioxidants. Those battle, they fight free radicals. Each cell in your body survives 10,000 free radical attacks a day. Ningxia is a powerhouse designed to assist the body in fighting those attacks. Reason number 4 that Ningxia works in the body, vitamin mineral pairs. So whenever you're consuming minerals, they've got to be balanced correctly in the body because too much calcium will result in a zinc deficiency. Too much zinc will suppress your immune system and lead to anemia. So I know with COVID, we're saying, oh yeah, take lots and lots of zinc. I'm like, well, if you do that, you're going to throw off the calcium in your body and it's going to suppress your immune system. So you actually don't want to over zinc yourself. The Ningxia wolfberry is without equal in the plant kingdom because its magnesium to calcium ratios are 1 to 1. Its zinc to copper is 2 to 1. Its potassium to magnesium is 8 to 1. It is exactly what the body needs in proportion. Reason number 5 is it's a macronutrient. So that means you're getting whole nutrition from a plant, not a synthetic source. It's food-based. And because it's a liquid, it's easily available to the body. Reason number 6, it's infused with essential oils. So the oils act as a delivery system to every cell in the body, and that means it increases the absorption rate of Ningxia. Reason number 7, it has the right sugar and it has the right enzymes. The right sugars open the door to your cells so they can communicate. There's only 8 correct sugars on the earth, and Ningxia has 4 of them. In addition, it's got every essential amino acid and contains 13% protein. So it's literally a perfectly designed food. Let's go right to the Ningxia farm and see how Young Living gets their Ningxia. Seed to seal right there, literally from the farm to the bottle, just so you guys see exactly how we get our berries, right? We're going to put this PowerPoint on our website tomorrow for you, so you can grab this script right out of the teacher's edition, go teach it, open up your Euler edition, use the PowerPoint, share with your teams, propagate the information, and train people on supplements. So that wraps up my core 4 supplements. You've got enzymes, omegas, Life 9, which is your probiotics, and Ningxia, antioxidants. So when do you take them? When are you supposed to take supplements? I don't usually recommend starting a supplement protocol cold turkey. I would pick one supplement and do it for a month. See how you feel, and then add one more new supplement the next month. You and your family should be on all 4 supplements within 4 months. In the case of probiotics, the dosage is different for each person. So start with 1 capsule a day at nighttime, and then increase to 2, and then increase to 3, etc. If you experience diarrhea, dial back 1 capsule. If you have not had diarrhea, you are not on enough probiotics. So that's the right dose for you at this time. For the others, just take as they're instructed. If you feel off, dial it back. If you feel like it's not doing anything, increase it. Why do I recommend only starting 1 supplement at a time? Well, it's easier to see and monitor how you respond. If you add all 4 at once, you don't know which one's making you feel good. So let your body acclimate for 30 days and then jump in with the next one. I line everybody's supplements out on the kitchen counter on a napkin at bedtime at night in birth order. So if you go down to my house in like an hour, you'll see everybody's supplements all laid out for them on little napkins. So they walk in, they get a shot of Ningxia, my kids all wash it down, and then they know it's time to start their nighttime routine. So many supplements and so little time. There seems to be a lot of pages of supplements in the Young Living catalog, and it can be a bit overwhelming. So for the rest of the supplements, personally, just for me, I take them as I need them because I'm not big on taking 30 pills a day. So do what your body tells you to take. Do you need a cleanse? Then go do the cleansing trio for a week. Do you need some hormone support? Then try Thyromin or take PD 80/20. Just take a good flip through the catalog, maybe Cortistop, because you need your cortisol levels to be regulated, so you've got a little bit more energy, right? Flip through the catalog and make a supplements wish list for your family, and maybe target 2 or 3 things during the course of a year. I'm not on all the supplements all the time. If I had to add a 5th one, then the very next one I would add would be multigreens. And sometimes, you know, I'll bump out one of my core 4 and put multigreens in its place. But so what else is important? I just noticed, oh, let me tell you, take a hiatus. So also 4 times a year with the change of the seasons, I actually stop all my supplements for at least 7 days just to give my liver a break. You can have too much of a good thing. So 72 hours without any food, but a lot of water does a complete reset for your immune system. It's like rebooting your body's computer. So please consult with a doctor before you do any type of fasting regimen. However, that's a really good time for you to do a reset on your supplements too. So what else is important? We just mentioned a little bit, multigreens, because nobody eats enough greens. So this supplement is a chlorophyll formula that works with the endocrine system, the nervous system, and the circulatory system. It's made with spirulina, alfalfa sprouts, barley grass, bee pollen, Pacific kelp, and even melissa oil. This would be the very first supplement that I would add in after the core 4. Gary thought it was one of the most important, so it's the first supplement that he ever made. Master Formula, these are your vitamins, and they're all held to Seed to Seal's premium standards, so they are amazing. One little bundle provides antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and prebiotics. Master Formula is a full spectrum multi-nutrient complex. Young Living uses a unique process called synergistic suspension isolation. It's SSI technology that allows all the nutrients to be delivered in 3 distinct delivery forms. This formula helps to neutralize free radicals in the body. Each of these vitamins are pre-packed in little sachets, so they're really convenient to just grab on the go. And then Pure Protein Complete is the 3rd one that I would add. So protein, this we just do as part of our meal replacement. So I make my kids smoothies in the morning instead of doing sugary cereal. We just don't do, if we're going to do any cereal at all, we do einkorn flakes, which I think are the like cat's meow. They're the bomb diggity dog. I love einkorn flakes with like some raspberries on top of them or blueberries. Oh my goodness. But most days when we're homeschooling, I get up and I make my kids a green smoothie and I put protein in it. So protein is brain food. It helps you think. This is a great choice over sugary breakfast or cereal because it stops the 10 a.m. sugar crash. I found that when I choose this over coffee or over any other caffeine or sugar drink to keep me going, I can make it through my morning without that crash or needing more caffeine. I use Pure Protein Complete in smoothies 3 to 4 times a week for my kids, just to make sure they're getting enough greens daily, because I add tons of spinach in. This supplement also has ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. That's the natural energy current for the body. It has 25 grams of protein in a single serving, and it comes in chocolate or vanilla. I'm a chocoholic, but vanilla is actually my favorite with the protein. The protein comes from multiple sources: cow and goat whey, and it's RBGH free, which is huge, egg white protein, and organic hemp seed protein. So even people with egg allergies a lot of times can handle it because it doesn't have the yolk in it. This formula also has a full range of 20 amino acids that support protein utilization in the body. So if you're on like a keto diet, it's going to help you absorb all of that protein that you're eating. That combo of amino acids and protein are significant for energy levels. As a bonus, it tastes great. I mean, personally, I think the vanilla smells and tastes like sugar cookies. So a quick little smoothie break here. We're going to pause, and I'm going to share my favorite smoothie recipe. This one I do like 4 or 5 days a week with my kids. I will put 2 cups of frozen fruit. Our favorite is mango. We do frozen mango most of the days, but the kids also like strawberries. Sometimes I do strawberry banana. I've done cherry, but mango is our go-to. Then we put 2 cups of organic spinach or any other stuff I've got in my garden. I'll throw kale in there. I'll throw romaine in there. A scoop of Vital Proteins collagen. If you're older and your skin is starting to break down, collagen is good to throw in there. 2 large scoops of vanilla Pure Protein Complete. 12 ounces of Stonyfield organic whole milk vanilla yogurt. And if you're dairy free, you can totally leave that out and you won't even notice it. 2 ounces of Ningxia, and I put an avocado in there because an avocado is a superfood and it's a way to sneak it into my kids that won't eat it. So my sneakiness is the avocado and the spinach. It doesn't taste like that. It tastes like whatever fruit you put in, the vanilla from the yogurt and the protein. That's what your smoothie will taste like. So you can do it different themes, but I love it. This is so much better of a breakfast choice. You guys can totally screenshot this. This is what I make for my kids almost every day for breakfast. So it tastes like a dreamsicle. When you break it down, what did your kids just get here? They got like 4 to 6 servings of greens. They got collagen, they got protein, they got antioxidants, and they got probiotics with their yogurt. So this is a much better breakfast choice than sugar and grain. And it's going to give them a better start to their day, because even grain, they can sugar crash from that. So the protein in Pure Protein Complete is brain food. It's actually feeding their brain so they can think for school, and it's going to help their belly stay fuller longer. All right, so next question I get on supplements. Is there an organization system to supplements? Well, roughly, yes. Blue labels tend to be foundational supplements that are core building blocks for functions of the body, like vitamins, probiotics, etc. So Life 9 and Master Formula have blue packaging. Green labels tend to be for cleansing. So like Life 9's got a green label in it, like Juvitone, ICP, Comfort Tone. Those are really good for the whole gut, and they include absorbing toxins, breaking up stool, or cleansing your liver. Red labels, like enzymes, provide targeted nutrition for specific body process like sulfurzyme, Powergize, Essentialzyme. There is some crossover for function, so not all of these labels fit perfectly, but it also includes athletic supplements like Agiles and Pure Protein Complete. So the system isn't perfect, but it's a general guide. So blue, foundational supplements, green for cleansing, and red for targeted nutrition, basically. For example, if you take Agiles for your joints, you could look into other supplements with red labels that might be good for the same area of the body, like Sulfurzyme. Let's talk absorption for just a moment. All Young Living supplements are infused with essential oils. So why is that cool? Well, there was a study done on the supplement multigreens with and without essential oils. Without oils, the body's blood absorption rate was 42% in 24 hours. That's not too bad, right? Better than your wood chip filled ones from the grocery store. But with oils, it increased to 86% in 1 hour. So it doubled how much your body was absorbing. The conclusion is that cells are now receiving nutrients that they had previously not been able to assimilate. That data is from the Essential Oils Desk Reference, first edition, page 205. So that's why you want supplements that are fused with oils. So all the supplements you're taking right now, go see if there's a Young Living equivalent, because every supplement we make has oils in it that act as a delivery system to the body. So they're tiny molecularly. They carry the good stuff from the supplement through the body and deliver it to your cells. It's not about oils oils or supplements healing the body. It's about using them as a tool to carry the good things to the cells to support systems in the body, and then letting the body do its own healing as it was created to do. So Carla Green is the mama to the second youngest Royal Crown Diamond in Young Living history, Adam Green, who's just a precious friend. The Greens are good friends of our family. And she runs an awesome site in Alberta, Canada, where she works with people and does nutrition coaching and stuff with them. And so she's got a really, really long history of working with supplements. And this is a quote from Carla Green. She said, in 36 years of clinical practice, using a wide variety of high-end nutritional supplements, I've had the best clinical results using nutritional supplements infused with therapeutic grade essential oils from Young Living. Clinical results are seen in 1/3 of the time of any other supplement that I have recommended. So 1/3 of the time, and this is from somebody who's done this for almost 4 decades. Authenticity. We're at the very end of the class. We're right at our 45-minute time limit. You guys are doing great. So there's one more topic that I want to hit on very briefly before we wrap this class up, and that's authenticity. So it's tempting to write the supplements down, run to the grocery store, and then just find a cheaper version. Now, please hear me. Not all supplements are created equal. Chinese drywall, imported from 2001 to 2007, released a sulfur gas that sickened homeowners and corroded wiring, air conditioning systems, and metal surfaces. It's been 20 years and many homeowners are still trying to win compensation. Dogs and cats have died from eating Chinese pet food made with melamine. The FDA warned consumers to throw away toothpaste made in China because they included an antifreeze agent. Quote, consumers are attracted to inexpensive goods, but in countries like China, there are fewer regulations, says Joe Velo, who's president of Euromed USA and a registered pharmacist. He goes on, quote, that is why I warn people who buy all natural nutritional supplements not to buy the cheapest products available. Some active ingredients may be botanical, but the rest of the ingredients might be contaminated with pesticides and heavy metals, exposed to radiation, have misidentified species. So for example, black cohosh is a member of the buttercup family and it's used for menopause, but some varieties of the genus Actea may look similar to Actea racemose, but they can be harmful. So they actually grab the wrong species because they don't really know what they're doing. Below says the best supplements meet not just an American standard, but the international ISO, the International Standardization Organization standard. All supplements Young Living carries are ISO certified. So they don't just meet the USA standards, they meet the standards for every single country in the world that is part of the ISO, which is like the global standard. All the oils in those supplements are also AFNOR and ISO certified. So they meet and exceed the international and the US standards for authenticity. So the short of the story is that when you buy your supplements at the grocery store, you have absolutely no idea what you are getting. Now, what about kid supplements? Young Living has not forgotten about your little ones. We already talked about the benefits of enzymes, vitamins, magnesium, probiotics. Now, by the time your kids hit age 2, I like to start them on a regular supplements routine. I start probiotics at birth personally, and enzymes if they appear to have any digestive issues. So there's a probiotic that I start called Natron, and I can give you guys a link to that I do at birth. But Young Living supplements, all of theirs start at age 2. So here are the kid equivalents to many of the supplements that I just went through. The general rule of thumb is that they're at about 100 pounds or 12 years old. It's okay to start transitioning them to adult supplements. But as always, use your instinct. I mean, if you feel that you need to wait, then wait. Ask questions to your family doctor. So enzymes, Mightyzyme chewable tablet. This is item number 3259. You already know about the importance of enzymes, and we're going to hit that much harder next Tuesday. You do not want to miss that class. It's like the hallmark class of this book. So enzymes and probiotics are the most important foods that you can add into your kids' diets. So the earlier they begin, the better their results for their guts. These contain enzymes that occur naturally in the body, and they assist the digestive needs of growing bodies, and they help with the normal digestion of foods, and they help pull more nutrients out of what your kids eat. Vitamins. So we have KidSense Mighty Vites. This supplement includes a full range of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that deliver nutrition to your child's general health and well-being. It's free of preservatives and artificial colors and flavors, but it tastes like berries. These vitamins are chewable, so no hard pills to swallow. It's formulated with Origin FA, which is the best source for natural folate available, and it's 100% certified organic. Magnesium, KidSense Unwind. Kids have got got a lot going on during the day, and it makes sense that their little minds don't want to shut off at night. So this helps to ease overstimulation. It works great with teenagers on cell phones, social media, YouTube, playing games. This simple supplement features calming superstars like L-theanine, 5-HTP, and magnesium. You guys can go Google the benefits of those. They're must-haves for bringing a sense of chill when your kid's energy is high. I mean, we don't let our kids look at any blue light for the last hour before they go to bed. They have to shut off all of their screens. So phones, computer screens, all of that. So I'm working on writing a teen class for you guys right now for the second script book, and I pray it's a huge blessing to you. So Unwind is for kids 4 and older. It contains 25 packets, and you just empty 1 packet right into their mouth to dissolve it. It tastes like watermelon. And then probiotics. You know me with probiotics and enzymes. Like, I love it. So probiotics, we have a kids probiotic called Mighty Pro. So in 2 words, it has probiotics and prebiotics. It's got over 8 billion live cultures in a quick, easy 1-dose packet that can be taken anywhere. It can be added to cold food and drinks for easy consumption. Mighty Pro supports digestive health, immune health, and supports the gut. Young Living says that means fewer missed days of school, daycare, and playing with friends. So what are the 4 kid supplements? Mighty Zyme, Mighty Vites, Unwind, and Mighty Pro. So Mighty Zyme's enzymes, Mighty Vites your vitamins, Unwind's your magnesium, Mighty Pro is your probiotics, right? So the 2 powerhouses are your probiotics and your enzymes, and I would even give it to them with a swish of Ningxia as well. So let's recap. We're at the very end of the class. You guys are doing amazing tonight. When I wrap this up, if you're on the live class, I will do some giveaways for you. My core 4 supplements as an adult are Ningxia, Life 9, Omega Guys, Essential Zyme. So for my kids, I do Ningxia also, but then Mighty Pro, Mighty Zyme, Unwind, Mighty Vites. And we just started homeschooling our grandchildren. When they come over, we give them a smoothie, a green smoothie for breakfast. We do school. I give them a bento box for lunch with a whole bunch of different colors of the rainbow in it and things I've diced up. And then they get all their supplements from Lolly and Pop Pop. I'm Lolly, my husband's Pop Pop. You got to meet him earlier in our video. So, and they get all their supplements then. So I know 2 meals a day, my grandkids are eating really healthy. They're getting their supplements, and then we send them home and we make sure that their parents have a good stock of Unwind when they lay them down for bed. So if you're overwhelmed, just start. Doing something is better than doing nothing. So if you just start with Ningxia, that's great. If you just start with enzymes or omegas because you're stiff and sore, that's great. Just pick one thing and be consistent, because daily choices over time lead to massive change. That's where you're going to see a difference in how you feel by doing it day after day for months. It takes 62 days to form a new habit. So if you've consistently taken Life 9 or Ningxia for 62 days, then you can say that it's part of your routine. How do you know if a supplement is working? Well, outside of just remembering to take the supplement by making it part of your routine, let's end with a smidge of science. Every cell in your body is replaced about every 4 months. So that means top down, in 16 weeks, you have a completely new body. You've shed the old. It also means that there's 4 months of reprogramming that has to occur. I would say that you can't make a huge decision on whether or not a supplement is working for you until the end of month 4. So then I'll go off of it for a week, see how you feel, and you'll have your answer. The best way to test a supplement is to let it build in your system and then go without it. If you see any effects from a supplement that you don't like, just drop it right away. Then take 30 days of sulfurizyme, which is a really strong detoxifier, and slowly reintroduce the supplement to see how you handle it. If it's still a no-go, then see if there's another Young Living supplement in that family of supplements that might do the same thing for you. So maybe CBD versus Agilase versus sulfurizyme, any of those would be good options if you have some pain. How you feel matters. You can't do what you're called and created to do when your system is always depleted. So get serious about supplements because it's part of your core health. Feed the body to use the body effectively. There you go. That is Supplements 111. And we're going to end with a little DIY, some pampering for your body after absorbing all of that supplements knowledge. Watch this for the next 60 seconds. So good. And that's the one in Omega Guys, right? Awesome. There it is. So the very last page of the class is an apply it section. So this is just me giving you some ideas because, you know, you don't have to close your classes the same way once our website launches, which is tomorrow. I'm so excited about it. Go check your emails. All the information is in there about the new website launch. But you're not going to have to use starter kits to bring people into Young Living. You can sit down and teach a supplements class and have them order Essential Zyme 4, Omega Guys, Ningxia, and Life 9. And if it's over 100 PV, bam, they have a wholesale membership on your account, you know, and your team. So I end every class, rather than with a close that leads into a starter kit, I end with an apply it section that just talks about the things in that class, because they came to that class because that was a topic they wanted to learn. It's an area they want to grow in. It's something they want to start doing. They're already interested in it. You have 25 points of interest now to bring people into your organizations with these 25 classes in the script book. And so let's teach to the supplements, right? So I'm going to give them ideas at 190, 250, and 300 PV, and then a couple of quick action steps. So working my way through a nasty virus this winter, my mind keeps going back to one thing. This is from the apply it section at the end of the script. I'm not proactive about my supplements, but my husband takes them like clockwork. My husband is a green personality. He's very analytical, very smart, very shy in front of the cameras. You saw earlier, I am a blue personality. We are flighty. Thankfully, my secondary color is red, so I do get things done. But you know, we love people, we're energetic, but not always very consistent. So he is very faithful with his supplements. They're part of his routine. Well, guess who got nailed with COVID, and guess who didn't? I got nailed, Miss Non-Consistent, and my husband didn't. And I am convinced that the lack of preventative maintenance was the issue, not having those foundational building blocks every single day like my husband. I tend to let myself get run down. I push too hard. I take on too much stress. I don't get enough rest, and I skip my supplements. And boy, did I learn that lesson this year, that it was not my best choice, right? So as well as we eat in our home, it wasn't enough. Supplements are critical. So if there's one thing that you change this year, let this be it. So your loyalty rewards ideas at 190 PV, Essential Zyme 4. We're going to make little graphics for these also, so you can use these when you're teaching your classes. Omega Guys, Life 9, and Ningxia. At 250 PV, I would add in multi-greens, master formula, and pure protein complete. And at 300 PV, I would add in sulfurizyme, Agiles, and KidSense and Unwind, or any of the kids' supplements. So action steps. Get on a plan. This is what I want you to do when you leave the class. Get on a plan. Even if you're adding one supplement in your day, put it where you see it daily and take it when you need it, whether it's when you're eating your food or whether it's when you're laying down to go to bed, and then track your results. And the second thing I tell you is try switching out your breakfast routine, especially if you skip breakfast or you drink coffee in place of breakfast. Try a green smoothie with pure protein complete instead, because now you're nourishing your body instead of drinking sugar, hyping yourself up on caffeine, or fasting. You know, giving yourself greens and nutrients and building blocks is always better than skipping meals or mega dosing yourself on sugar and caffeine. So all of this training came from the Game Plan Oils script book. And there's 4 different books in the set. There's the teacher's edition, which is what I was just teaching out of this entire class. There's the workbook. We're going to train on this on Thursday for the supplements class. So every single week, the training is different. It's totally different. And my goal is to get your team using these products with intent and purpose and really draw all of the training out of the class. There's the mini. We're going to be training on this mini tomorrow night. We ended this class and we did it in about 50 minutes, even with all those videos. So that's awesome. This is a nice quick class to teach. The mini markets you. So it's you saying, hey, like these are the 25 classes I can teach. What are you interested in? I'm finding people that only came to one class are coming back for 5, 6, 7 classes if I'm using this in my classes when I'm teaching. So I would really recommend you hand it out in every class that you teach. Use it at vendor events. Use it when you're doing your mailings, follow-up mailings, oil anniversaries, retreats, you know, anything where you're getting your people together, even one-on-one. Hand it to them and ask them what their interest is, because that's how you get them re-engaged, especially people that have clocked out or only ordering once a month, or their zero is about to drop off. I do mailing campaigns because these little books are $1. They're super affordable. I do mailing campaigns and I get it in the mail and I ask them what they want to learn. I ask them yes and yes questions. I don't ask them questions where they can opt out. So not questions like, do you want to come to class? I ask them a question like, which class are you most interested in, right? To get them excited. And then this book, the Oiler edition, I actually designed for your product users to read a couple pages a night and put it next to their bed. And if they want to pair it with the workbook, they can. Does the workbook work well with the teacher's edition? Yes, like absolutely. You can get this little combo. We actually just discounted these and put them in a bundle together, and you can get 10% off on the bundle on my website. So I pray that it is just a huge blessing to you as you're using this as a tool to grow your team. Product education always leads to OGV growth, guys. Always, always, always leads to OGV growth. So that is the supplements class. I hope you guys have enjoyed all of the training. We'll get that PowerPoint up for you tomorrow after I do a couple of tweaks to it. Make sure that it is perfect for you. And let me pick a couple of winners. So Christina Combs says, I don't have the minis at all. Christina, I'm going to mail you 20 minis. So I'm going to get that sent out to you. You're winner number 1. Janine Bowen Sweet, girl, I'm going to get you an Euler edition and a workbook. So I'd like you guys to email me what you have won today, and we'll get those in the mail to you. And Pippi Bell Asay Diaz, I'm going to give you 10 minis as well. So all 3 of you guys, shoot me an email, Oilability with Sarah, SARAH @gmail.com. I love you guys. I'm thankful that you got on. I'm thankful that you shared your time with me. It's not something I take for granted. We have 2 more days of boot camp on supplements this week. So get your teams on the page, add them to this page. I'm going to do a couple of contests in the month of July for adding some of your leaders and product users to this page. So they're getting all this oily education. We're going to train on the mini tomorrow night. So I would love to see you back here tomorrow night. And then we're going to train on the workbook on Thursday for supplements. Next week's is enzymes, and I'm convinced it's one of the best classes in the entire book. So you really, I mean, you don't want to miss that. And there's so many diamonds that contributed to that script. It's phenomenal. Also in the month of July, we're going to do an entire skincare class. So we got Bloom Art and Savvy. We got a hair class, which for some reason when my leaders grab the script book, the hair class is the first class they read, like every single leader. So I'm really excited about that. For those of my friends in Australia and Canada, our books have just gone live on Amazon. So you can now get them with no customs and no shipping, no international shipping. If you're on Prime, you can get it for Prime with no shipping at all. So if you're in Australia, go to amazon.au and you'll be able to find my books there. And I'm so excited to announce that they're available there now. And if you're in Canada, amazon.ca. If you're in Europe, amazon.eu, or, you know, the different countries, Denmark, Italy. We're in South America now. So we've got it all out there for you. So we'll be covering the mini tomorrow night. Other things we got coming up in July, August: tooth class, hormones, animal aromatherapy, basic massage for couples, intro to diffusers, seedlings, manly man class, techniques, how to make your own blends, einkorn, and then an entire class on Gary Young, which is what we'll be wrapping boot camp up with. I hope that this has just been a huge blessing to you, that this content gets you excited, and that you fall just madly in love with products you didn't even know how to use before. I mean, that's my goal, is that, you know, I took this class, I did the kids class with my team. We saw 5,000 OGV growth in 30 minutes after that class was over. Just bam, because people got on and they started ordering all the products. And then the next day I had 12 different leaders put up events to teach the kids class. So that's what we want. We want duplication, and we want your people excited about the products. And that's the entire goal of the script book. I mean, you get out there and you're training on these classes, you're going to see growth. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel, 8:30 Eastern. And we will run through the mini and supplements. And I'll teach you how to market yourself for these classes, to use this as a tool to draw people to your classes. And congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you for giving up your time. Thank you for getting on faithfully. Tomorrow night's very short. We won't go long. We're not teaching a whole class, but we'll get on for a few minutes, and I'll just pour out my heart to you and show you how to market your classes for this class specifically. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.